It's not the worst auto, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a 2023 Toyota GR86 10th Anniversary Edition in this gorgeous orange color. I think it's called Solar Flare, but correct me if I'm wrong with a comment down below. Little decals right here. I think it's a nice touch. These 18-inch forged wheels are exclusive just to this model. A little bit polarizing, I'd say. It's, for me, a little bit overstyled. I think it's a bit busy, and I'm not sure how it's going to age, but still wrapped in PS4 rubber. Still 215 section width all around. I think this car looks great. This car was getting so much hate when it was first announced. Like, oh, the first gen looks better. Now, guys, this car looks fantastic. And today, we're joined by the one and only Fenton's son from the Zygreen YouTube channel. And this is where things get a little bit polarizing is the word, because we have an automatic transmission.
It looks like a manual.
It looks like a manual, so that when you park it, you can be like, yo guys, what's up?
I'm not a poser.
Not a poser. So in the interior, this is of course the premium trim that they built on top of. So you still have the Alcantara just like in the premium. You have the 10th anniversary stitching right here on the doors, both sides. You have the orange stitching here, the stripe here. It's nice. If you like Halloween, this is definitely the car for you. So one thing that's cool is that this now comes with eyesight. Well, the automatics in 22 already did, but the 23 model year in the manual also get eyesight. And the nice thing is that when you try to use your visor, the eyesight modules here, the sensors, block. So if you're a taller driver like me, it's gonna, yeah, not a very good design oversight. In the automatic, we have cup holder, nice touch. And we're gonna put this traction control off. We're not gonna be using any of the eyesight or assistance technologies today. I'm driving this on the canyons, and we're in sport, which changes the shift logic. Now, when I watched reviews for this car, they all talked about how the automatic transmission is fantastic, and you can go manual or auto, they're both great. And today we're gonna test that assumption. Is that the case? Got this in manual mode, second gear. Now you guys already know how I feel about the GR86. I own a GR86, I've done many, many videos. I'm more concerned today, okay, not gonna give me first, to see how the manual or the automatic transmission compares to the manual, because I would have just double clutched into first over there, but this automatic says no.
No chance.
Not a chance. Oh my god, look at that delay. I could have written a short novel between that pedal press and that upshift. Woohoo! Nope, not happening. Now, mechanically, this is essentially identical to a regular GR86 Premium. You are paying essentially 4K more. This comes out to around 36K, and a regular Premium, I think manual is around 31K if I'm not mistaken, and then the automatic is usually around $1,000 more. It's about a 4K Premium. You know, they only make 860 of these, so you get some exclusivity. You do get the TRD, or I guess the GR exhaust.
Pretty drony. I've been living with this car for the past 3 days, and it drones.
And you can't even hear it that much more than stock, because the fake engine noise is also piped in, and that gives you some of that sibilance.
Yeah, you actually hear the exhaust more when you don't want to hear it, which is when just you're in traffic.
I don't know, for 4K extra, you're mostly buying the wheels, special color, and the fact they make only 860. There's 9 away from greatness. I don't know why they didn't just make 869. But I gotta say, the automatic transmission, I mean, what is your impression? You just drove this car as well.
It's not the worst auto, but I just know
it's pretty bad, bro.
There's way better autos out there. That's my point.
It's not the worst. Okay, like what are you comparing it to? The IS500?
I'm comparing it to a Camry Sport Edition.
I mean, the upshift delay is pretty is pretty bad, and even downshift. I mean, the pedal feel and placement, fine, right? So like, it is plasticky. It doesn't have the most like sharp and crisp engagement. It feels a little bit, you know, like it feels the price point, if you will.
Video gamey.
A little video gamey. But the actual shape of it is good. Like, I mean, the actual, okay, it's smooth, but the actual speed in a sports car, you care about the speed of your shifts. And the speed here is just so incredibly slow.
Yeah. It's nowhere near. Like
oh my god, that fourth gear was like a half second at least.
Yeah. Like a
maybe I'm
BMW
just
M2 or GR Super with the 8-speed ZF is far better.
Maybe we're spoiled by those, but
well, that's my gold standard for a torque converter.
Yeah, for a torque converter for sure, without a doubt. But overall, I think that getting this car in automatic is not congruent with the rest of the vehicle. Because when you get a car like this, everything else is so dialed in. Like it's got this nice, sharp front end, super responsive, tight chassis. It's very playful, easy to rotate. Like you can find the limits of this car in a safe manner. And it's what the car enthusiast, it's a car enthusiast wet dream, let's be real. You know, affordable, 30K, this kind of driving pleasure at this price point is really hard to beat. But then to put an automatic transmission in it, it's like, I mean, I make this analogy all the time, but you're going to a steakhouse and ordering a salad. Like, it's just not congruent. It doesn't make sense. Why would you do it? And for those that say, hey, I don't like manual, I don't know how to drive it, like, you can learn. I promise you can learn in one day. I've taught so many people in my old FRS. And we even have a whole video series that you can find up here. And if you're driving in traffic, you know, the modern clutches are pretty light.
Jeez, click.
It's like, maybe if I feel like it.
I also feel like it's not just the speed of the shift that's disappointing, but also when you downshift, it feels like it kind of tries to rev match it, but doesn't get the RPM.
It's a little rough,
right there.
yeah. But it's not like the good rough. You know, we all know how it's like when it's nice and rough.
You get like a little bit of good rough.
You get that. It's like a harsh, immediate shift.
Yeah.
But it's like a sloppy. I mean, upshifts are smooth, but the downshift's like a sloppy, slow roughness to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, the car itself is fantastic, right? Like it drives identically to another premium GR86 with the PS4 rubber, same section width and everything, same power.
Yeah.
The exhaust isn't giving you any power.
Yeah. It's still a great car. Just because we're harping on the auto doesn't take away the fact that it's a great car.
Agreed. It's for driving pleasure. It is very hard to find something that competes with this or is comparable at this price point. You know, you can look at the Miata. You know, some of the muscle cars are great and all, but you know, the engagement, the inputs, the weight, those things do detract a bit from the experience, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, how many other sports cars, rear-wheel drive sports cars, can you buy brand new that weigh less than 3,000 pounds? Never mind, you know, naturally aspirated manual transmission and whatnot. Just say under 3,000 pounds in rear-wheel drive.
True that. This is definitely a special car in 2023. You know, and the steering, I'm not sure why they changed it so much from the first gen, because every time I get in one of these, I kind of miss the first gen steering. It had so much more feedback, but I do think that the light weight of the steering, this is much lighter than first gen.
You either like or you dislike the lightness though, right?
It is a little bit more congruent with the car though, because you have like a light, tossable car, so I see how the lightness can feel more congruent. I prefer the heavier steering with more feedback, personally.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing that you pointed out in your video as well that definitely deserves highlighting, I never, or almost never shift from here. I almost always use the paddles when the paddles are here. But when you want to downshift, you have to pull back. And when you want to upshift, it's forward, which is the reverse. And the main reason, if you think about it, is that when you are braking and the G-forces are pulling you forward, you want to push to downshift, because that's the more natural motion. and yet you'd have to work against the G-forces to then pull, which is kind of silly. And I think a big oversight, you know, it doesn't ruin the car by any means, but it's such a simple thing they could have fixed. And especially, you know, the Toyota GR engineers, these are car enthusiasts themselves. They know how to make, they know what goes into a great driving experience, because look at the rest of the car.
Right.
So that makes me feel like this is just a swapped-in transmission from someplace else. I feel like
it's just a bean counter's decision, it's not an engineering decision per se.
Yeah. I do like this color a lot, though. I'm actually wearing my colorblind sunglasses, so I can see the orange really pop more so than normal, and it's really eye-catching. It is a little bit Halloween, though. All in all, a solid purchase. I think if you're gonna buy the special edition and you're paying that extra $4,000, you probably want the specialness of the car, right? You want that, hey, this is the exclusive one of 860. But if it was me and my money, I would probably just get the regular, save that $4K, and then put that money towards brakes, suspension, other upgrades. Seat time, dude. Driver mod #1.
Yeah, the extra $4 to $5,000 can get you anywhere from 12 to 15 track days.
That is probably the best mod, and I feel like I'm so glad you brought that up, because most people will just focus on what they can buy for their car, and they don't actually work on their own driver skill, and they can't actually enjoy the car as much if their skill doesn't improve.
Right.
So really, really well said. By the way, if you guys are tracking with PCA or Audi Club or Speed Ventures, then maybe I'll see you out there. I'm an instructor with those 3 orgs, and you can always request me as your instructor. If you guys want me to review your car, visit jubbalandcars.com, fill out the form on the homepage. Dude, I just can't get over how bad this auto is. You know, so much of it is expectations, because if I just got into this car and I was like, okay, it's an auto, it's gonna suck, that'd be one thing. But then when I heard that it's a good auto and I get into this, I'm like, dude, this is not a good auto. How is this a good auto?
I've literally never seen, who said that?
There were many reviews.
Was it some of the Brits?
No, I don't think it was the Brits. The one and only Toph. Big T.
Down and grab some food.
100%. I do like that they at least have the manual handbrake. Big thanks to Fenton's son for joining me from the Zygreen YouTube channel. Go show him some love.
Shout out to Toyota too for providing this car.
Thank you, Toyota. Much love, my friends. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in that next one.